Ron?
Yes, sir.
Evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to the August 11th, 2021 meeting of the Ascension Parish Planning Commission. All members are present. I would ask that everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Can we have staff introduction, please?
Stacy Graff, Board Secretary for Planning Commission.
Jerome Fournier, Director of Planning and Development.
Sean Chereau, Engineering Review Agency.
Eric Poche, Parish Planner.
Lance Brock, zoning official.
All right, next item on the agenda is the chairman's comments. The chair has no comments tonight. Item number 6 on the agenda is a public comment. On any agenda item, we have some public hearings regarding some preliminary or family partitions. But if you're here to speak about anything other than those, now's your time. Ms. Stacy, has anyone signed up? All right, item number 7 is the staff report subdivision status as of August. Mr. Poche.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You have in your packet the typical monthly subdivision report with any changes noted with an asterisk. There's nothing really of much note. If there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer them on any item.
Any questions? You don't need to do that. All right,
Mr.
engineer?
Chairman, I have something.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'd like to give you a report on the status of the moratorium that occurred and the moratorium ordinance. Tonight you have, I think it's 6 family petitions. At the next meeting, we'll have 3 family petitions, and that will have exhausted all the applications that we have received for the subdivision of property since the moratorium occurred. We don't have any preliminary plats that have been submitted prior to the moratorium that are applicable to move forward. We will have final plats that were in the works since the moratorium occurred, and those will be presented as they move forward through the process. All right. I'd also like to let you know that due to the moratorium and the provisions of the moratorium, the parish has consulted and contracted with a planning firm out of Houston named Kindig Keast. They're going to be assisting us at looking at our Unified Land Development Code, the master plan, the transportation master plan, some of the other things, and getting the zoning ordinance, the Unified Land Development Code, the subdivision code, all in line with in conjunction with all of those particular things. So we met with them on July 27th, Ricky Compton and we also met with them yesterday, and they're going to make a preliminary presentation to the council by Zoom at next Thursday's meeting. All right, so I'd invite everybody to attend, watch that on channel 21 or on YouTube as you see fit. Okay, so I'll continue to give you updates as we have them, and I don't have anything more to say. All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right, engineering staff report. There's no report this evening. All right, item number 9 is approval or denial of the minutes and written decisions of the July 14th, 2021 Planning Commission meeting. Do I have a motion on that?
So moved.
By Mr. Furman, second by Mr. Dumas. All in favor?
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none. Item number 10, and motion passes. Item number 10 is a consent agenda. 10A is the affidavit of mortgage declaration for Simpson Properties LLC, Babin Tract 1, 2, and 3, and Deedon Tract 1, 40491 William Ficklin Road, 14233, and 14201 Highway 44, Gonzales. Item number 10B is the affidavit of mortgage declaration for Tosh Properties LLC, Lot 16, 12317 O'Neill Road in Gonzales. 10C is the final plat approval for Pelican Point Golf Community, Victoria Court by McGlynn Taylor Inc. in Council District 2. And item number 10D is a final plat approval for Hidden Lakes Phase 1 Quality Engineering and Surveying LLC in Council Districts 5 and 6. Do I have a motion on the consent agenda?
Moved.
So moved by Mr. Dumas, second by Mr. Chasson. All in favor? Any opposition? Hearing none, motion passes. Item number 11 is a public hearing to approve or deny the following family partitions. 10A is Smitty J. Lee Estate, lots SJL 1A1, SJL 1A2, SJL 1A3, and SJL 1A4, and SJL 2A by BEI Surveying in Council District 2. Is anybody here on that?
Mosby with BEI Surveying, here to represent the property owners of the property, the Smitty Lee Estate.
Staff?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This subdivision of property currently meets all requirements of the family petition portion of the code.
All right, we'll open a public hearing on this. Ms. Stacy?
No.
No one signed up? Close the public hearing. Any questions, comments, or a motion?
Move to approve.
All right, motion to approve by Mr. Chasson, second. By Mr. Varnado. All in favor?
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion passes. Item number 11B is the Murphy-Bourque subdivision, lots 3A1, 3A2, and 3A3. Earls and Associates, Council District 9, Mr. Falvey.
James Falvey, representing Earls and Associates and the Bourque family on the following family partition, asking the commission for approval.
Staff?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. All comments have been addressed, and this subdivision does meet the family partition section of the code.
All right, we'll open a public hearing on this. Ms. Stacy, has anyone signed up to speak on this?
No.
Close the public hearing. Questions, comments, and/or motion? Motion to approve by Mr. Dumas, or by Mr. Furman, second by Ms. Hutchins. All in favor?
Aye.
Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion passes. Item 10C is Jeffrey P. Diaz, property tracks B1A3A and B1A3B. Mr. Valgu.
Yep, representing the Diaz family on the following family partition, asking the commission for approval.
Staff?
Yes, sir. All comments have been addressed, and this subdivision does meet the family partition section of the code.
All right, we'll open a public hearing on this. Ms. Stacy?
No.
We'll close the public hearing on this. Motion? Motion to approve by Ms. Hutchins, second by Mr. Varnado. All in favor? Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion passes. Item 11B is 11D is Duplessis Estates, track 1A1, 1A2, and 1A3.
Representing the Duplessis family on the following family partition.
Staff?
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman. All comments have been addressed, and this subdivision does meet the family partition section of the code.
We'll open a public hearing on this. Ms. Stacy?
No.
Mr. Dumas, you have a question?
No, I'm gonna wait till the end.
Okay. Any other questions, comments, and/or motion? Motion to approve by Mr. Furman, second. By Ms. Hutchins, all in favor? Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion passes. 11E is the Horace Popularas, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, property, lots HP1 through HP5. Mr. Valgu,
Yes, representing Mr. Eric on the following family partition, asking the commission for approval.
staff?
Yes, sir. All comments have been addressed, and subdivision does meet the family partition section of the code.
All right, we'll open a public hearing on this. Ms. Stacy? None, we'll close the public hearing. Questions, comments?
Staff, this one lot that has 3 residences, those trailers have to be removed?
Yes, they will have to be removed before a building permit is allowed for that lot.
Well, how about if they get removed before the plat's recorded?
That's up to your discretion.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is on Highway 73, just south of 74. I mean, we just went through a rather unpleasant set of hearings on 73, 2 months in a row. And I think just for the record, I'd like to point out to the public that this subdivision is exempt from any, like all the other family partitions, exempt from having to comply with any of the requirements in the subdivision code. You know, they don't have to do traffic or drainage or anything like that. But I'll make a motion to approve So with the condition that the trailers be removed prior to recordation of plat.
Well, if I can object to that, this is inherited property, all it was is the estate of the Popularas, Horace. So each aunt, uncle, and all that has to get a certain portion of this property. So they need to transfer the property, get it recorded so they can take their property in their own possession to have the money to move the trailer to the back.
So the trailers are being moved
So the
into
three of the
other-
relative that are getting tracks actually live in these moved. Mr. Horace is gonna be building up in the front, but the two residents that are living in the trailers need the money to
Move the trailer.
move the trailers to the rear.
All right, I'll withdraw the petition, but,
Mr.
Look at the
Dumas,
condition.
typically, we can ask them to add a note that the trailers must be moved before a building permit is issued for
Okay.
any of the lots in the subdivision, and he could put that on there, and that way it would be covered.
okay,
If
put
you'd
the note
rather
on.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, well, the building
will
permit's
be,
issued.
yes. I'm sorry, yes.
All right. You just gonna make a
but the
motion to approve
the
as is?
transfers need to
Motion
take
to
place
approve.
before.
We have a motion to approve by Mr. Dumas, second by Mr. Furman. All in favor? Any in opposition? Hearing none, motion passes. Item 11F is the Mackay Estates, lots 4A, 4B, and 4C. McLean Taylor. Ms. Jackson? Oh, Ms. Jackson, I was gonna be very distraught because the mask but then I saw your skirt, so we're good.
Ellen Jackson with McLean Taylor Incorporated, asking for your approval.
Staff?
Yes, sir, all comments have been addressed, and the subdivision does meet the family protection section of the code.
We'll open for a public hearing, Ms. Stacy.
Yes, Danny Moore.
Yes, my name is Danny Marble. I live at 17914 Brennan Avenue in Irwin Estates, Lot 40, right behind the McKay/Brown property. I've been there 20 years. We've been having a serious watershed problem with the land being higher than our whole subdivision. Everybody that borderlines the property from Old Jefferson Highway to the very last lot. Every time it rains on that back area, all our yards get flooded. Even we that have the fences in our yards right now on the two corners, I've got holes, erosion holes about that big around my fence post. I keep filling up. Right now, I can't even let my 8-year-old granddaughter go in my backyard from falling in a hole due to erosion with the water coming off of that property. I'm just worried about once they build a new subdivision or build the new 3 units, I'm just worried about more watershed coming, hitting all of our backyards. I don't know what to do. I've contacted the Drainage Commission or Drainage Board numerous times. They come out, look at it, and just kind of basically walk away and don't hear from them again. So I just want to duly note it. There is a serious watershed off of that land. It has been for the last 20 years, and something needs to get done. That's all I have.
Thank you, sir. Anyone else?
Milton Hall.
Good evening. Thank you for allowing us to come here and see this, and I'm here with my wife, and also with some concerned citizens of Irwin Estates. First of all, we're not against what they want to do with their land. As a matter of fact, we're new to the area. We're from across the river. We're from a parish that doesn't allow or doesn't, make us do these types of things. But we are new to the area. And we're very concerned about the amount of water that comes off of the property towards the back end and directly affects our backyards. We have water at times that stands for weeks at a time. And all we want to do is make sure that whatever's going to happen in the future, we want to know where the water's going to go. We want to know what's going to happen. And I'm sure nobody knows yet, but we don't want the water to dump on us anymore. We were told by the Drainage Commission that it's illegal to dump water on your neighbor. We've been here since October. Twice we almost had water in our backyard. In our house from the backyard. And that's all we're saying. We'd like to know where the water's going. Whether it's mostly rainwater. That's pretty much all I got. Anything else?
Thank you, sir.
That's pretty much what I need to say.
That's it. All right. We'll close the public hearing. Any questions, comments?
Yeah, I'm familiar with the property. Get on speaker on?
Yep.
Microphone.
You're on.
I'm somewhat familiar with the property, and it is high land right there, so the water will shed off regardless if there's nothing done on these lots. And it's strictly, the parents have passed away and subdivided them up to 3 children. I have no idea if they plan on building or anything. But this seemed like a simple division, and I move to approve.
All right. We have a motion to approve by Mr. Furman.
Question to staff. Staff, the subdivision, there shows the 15-foot servitude along the rear line. That's a drainage servitude, correct? Who's responsible to maintain that servitude?
15-foot servitude. Where's their 15-foot servitude?
No, the one along the rear of the lots. Along the rear, along the rear.
33, yes, sir,
37,
subdivision,
38.
yes, sir. That 15-foot servitude, when that was created, more than likely it's a parish drainage servitude. And the parish will be responsible for maintaining it.
The people back there are contesting that.
We were recently told it's a utility service.
Well, I mean, that's because back when these were created, they weren't listed with any specificity as far as what they were, whether they were utility or drainage. And that's just something that they will decide whether they're going to maintain it or not. I can't speak to that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's a subdivision behind there.
I'm gonna second it.
All right, we got a motion by Mr. Furman, second by Mr. Dumas. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we'll do a vote. I am starting your vote. It should come up on your little screen right there. All right, the vote is 5 in favor, 4 against, so the motion carries to,
One. It's 5 to 1. 5 to 1.
I said 5 to 1. Okay, wait, we need to redo it because I needed to clear, I cleared the vote before recording it, so please re-vote so we can. All right, now end vote.
Oh, wait, I didn't vote. Hang on. Oh, well. I pressed it, just nothing happened.
Okay. All right. Motion carries. All right, item number 12 is the old business. 12A is the Charles Brown property family partition lots 7B1A and 7B1A2. Staff, what's this here for?
Yes, sir. Thank you. We put this on the agenda this month. Last month, the applicant came forward and had applied for a family partition. There was a public speaker that contested that family partition and said she had legal documentation that would prove that it was illegal for the subdivision to move forward. You deferred it, or the commission deferred it last month in order for her to bring forward any evidence that she had to support her claim. We have had nothing, and so I guess it would be up to you guys, but we recommend that you put it on the agenda for public hearing at next month's at the September meeting.
Are y'all here to speak on that? Yeah, hold on. Okay, you're good.
I'm representing Sherry and Chris Vaughn. They didn't want to get out because of COVID, but I'm trying to get approval for a family partition on Highway 933. The survey is already done, it just needs to be recorded.
All right, there was some issue, though, that there was question as to the land, ownership of the land?
Yes,
what it could be?
We bought it from Royce Brown. It was a cash sale in 2017. She recently passed, I think she passed away in 2020. But Stacy and her brother do own the land behind it. I think it's 3.5 acres. But I have the cash sale here, and I also have the survey that was done in 2016.
All right, I think the, Mr. Varner.
Yeah, Stacy's trying to say that we,
Hold on. Did you want to speak?
Was there an abstract of title done? And
the title's done. Yvette,
so there was an abstract done, so like the title was searched and, okay.
and we had issues with her before we tried to subdivide, so we had to talk to, I forget her last name, the title company, but everything is fine on our end.
All right, well, last month, we deferred the public hearing on it, so we can't do anything without a public hearing.
Okay.
So we can put it on for next month and notify her, and if she doesn't bring back her documents,
Yes, so she will be
And she's
notified.
putting like eviction notices on my parents' door and my door in the back.
and if we can, staff, if in between, I mean, if there's something pending, it should be a public record.
Yes, I'll look back through records with Miss Stacy Palmer's name. The last thing I saw that was recorded or anything had to do with her was in 2017.
All right, well, I'm gonna also check the court records to see if there's any pending
Okay,
suit that's not only the mortgage and conveyance records, but the suit records as well.
okay, I will check those.
All right, do we have a motion to put this on for a public hearing next month?
I'll make a motion.
Motion by Mr. Dumas, second by Mr. Chesson. Everybody wanted a second. All right, all in favor? Any in opposition? Hearing none. All right, we'll see y'all next month, and we'll hash this out one way or the other. All right, motion to adjourn. We'll reconvene in a few minutes for a joint planning and zoning meeting that will precede the zoning meeting. Meeting adjourned.